Hi everyone, I am back with another video. This is a Cuttlebug tutorial video on how to use your Cuttlebug. I have the version 2. Don't know what the difference is between the first one and this one, but this is the one I have. I got this one a year ago in February for my birthday. So I don't use it every day, so my plates are still in pretty good shape. So that part just kind of depends on how often you use it, on how often you have to replace your cutting plates. Now when you get this one, it comes with your A block, which is the giant white one, and then you get 2 B plates. In order to use the Nest Abilities Spellbinders dies, you have to have a C plate, and you can purchase those online. I can't find them in the stores, but I did get mine online. So this is what the C plate looks like. It's just slightly thicker than the B plates. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I use the Cuttlebug, and this video is to help out a friend named Elizabeth who just got her Cuttlebug and wants to use the Spellbinders Nest Abilities dies and stuff in it. So this is to help her out. So hi Elizabeth. Okay, so we're going to open up the Cuttlebug, and you got to make sure that your handle is not tucked into its little space. And then you just pull your sides down. So then it's open. That part's pretty easy. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is the die cutting. So this is how I do mine. So I'm going to take my A plate, and then I'm going to take my B cutting plate, and I just have those kind of sitting there. I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm using one of the lacy ovals, and I put mine face down so it cuts on my B plate. I don't want any cutting into my C plate because I want my C plate to last as long as possible. This acts kind of as a shim, so I don't want it cut, just my B plate. So I'm going to take this C plate and I'm going to stick it right on top of my die, and then I'm just going to run it through. And I'm going to run it forward, and then I usually run it backward also. And then I'm just going to pull it out. And then it just pops right out of there. Now with these lacy oval ones, sometimes the little points get stuck, and I just pop them out with my paper piercer. So there's my little lacy oval, and then this is what I mean by the paper getting stuck inside the little dots. So I just flip this over and I just poke those out with my paper piercer. So that's all you have to do with that. So that's how you do the Cuttlebug sandwich for the Nest Abilities die. So it's your A, your B, your paper, your die face down, and then your C plate on top, and you run it through. So that is that one. Now the next one I'm going to show you how to do is an embossing folder. So you're going to take your A plate and your B plate. You're going to take your embossing folder, and this one is a Sizzix embossing folder. It's called Butterflies. And you're just going to put your piece of paper in here. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Then you just close it and you set that down. Then you take your other B plate, you place that right on top, and you're just going to run this through, all the way through. So when you're done with that one, and you take your paper out, you have a dry embossed butterflies. So that's how you do that one. So it doesn't have to be Cuttlebug embossing folders. I have several different brands. I'm going to show you. I use the Sizzix ones. I do use the Cuttlebug ones. I also have some that are kind of off brands. This is called Lifestyle Crafts. I got that at an expo. I also use the Doris, and naturally the Stampin' Up! Ones, which are made by Sizzix. So, those are the different kinds, and there's all kinds. I have some that are borders, so you just stick the little border piece in there and you run it through the same way. So, the next thing I wanted to show you was how to use the Tim Holtz diffusers. I got these at an expo I went to last year, and they're really cool. So I'm going to show you with the Sizzix dots. That's my favorite one, the polka dots. So the sandwich that we're going to make for this one is going to be our A and our B. And then we're going to put our piece inside the embossing folder. And again, this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, just to fit on the front of a card if you wanted to. So I'm going to place that right inside the folder. Then I'm going to place the diffuser right on the top. So this part is the part you want to concentrate on where you want this space, because what this is going to do is it's going to emboss all of here, and it's going to leave this space open, so it will be unembossed. So I'm just going to place it towards the bottom, maybe. I'm going to pull it out and show you. So I'm just going to line it up on the bottom, or towards the bottom. You can do the top, you can do the middle, however you want to do it. And this is how we're going to run it through. So I'm just going to make sure I kind of have that spaced out. And I'm going to hold on to it with my thumb down here and start running it through. So just like that. And then when you take it out, you're going to have a piece. And sometimes you can run it through and then run it back through and make sure that, you know. So there we have, whoops, the embossed piece, but we also have this blank space here that you can use to stamp. I made some Christmas cards doing that, where I did this in white and I stamped my Christmas sentiment here, and then, you know, put a decoration up here or whatever. So that's how you use the Tim Holtz diffusers. So again, that one was the A plate, the B plate, your embossing folder, and then your diffuser on top, and you run that through. And then just for an embossed piece like this, to do the whole thing, you're going to do A, B, embossing folder, and then B on the top. And then for your Nestabilities dies, these are the only dies I own, so I don't know how the other shape dies or anything work, but I know that the Spellbinders Nestabilities work this way. You're going to do your A, your B, your paper, your face down die, and your C plate on the top to run for your dies. So that is for anyone who wants to know how to use their Cuttlebug. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I hope this helps you out, Elizabeth, and you can get started working with your Cuttlebug, because it's a lot of fun, especially the embossing folders. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye!